Welcome back to FM Storey as we embark on the start of Season 9. We've managed to finish second last season to secure our highest league finish of the save so far. Can we go one further and put some pressure on Real Madrid? I seriously doubt it, but maybe we can prevent them from winning the league by 20 plus points like they've done in the last couple of seasons. We've had a couple of big departures during the summer, so let's see if we can get off to a decent start. Before we do get started, if you do enjoy the video, please like, comment and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get going. So we're approaching the opening day of the season. We're going to start away at Zaragoza. Unusually, we don't have Real Madrid in the first 3 games of the season like we have done for what seems like every season of the save so far. As we said, we've had a couple of big departures, the first of which is Aymeric Laporte, who retired after the World Cup. The other player that has left is Kepa, who was unhappy and was in the last year of his contract. So basically, we sold him just to get him off the wages and to bring in another goalkeeper to replace him. So he's left to go back to England to play for Crystal Palace. I mean, he played 111 games for us and only conceded 95 goals. So he was a really good signing for how much we paid for him. I mean, we only paid 165,000 for him. But unhappy, not willing to sign a new contract, and we were going to sign a new first choice goalkeeper anyway, so it was just a case of needing to move him on. So in terms of the new goalkeeper, and the only actual signing we've made in the summer is Alvaro Fernandez, who we've signed from Fulham. A couple of years younger than Kepa, comes in and hopefully should be able to do a job, experienced again as well. So hopefully that'll be a decent signing, and it'll allow Padilla to develop behind him to hopefully take over once Fernandez's time at the club's done. There is potential for another couple of players to leave in the summer before the transfer deadline's up. Javi Lopez wants to leave, and Nico Williams wants to leave as well. Both Nico Williams more so than Javi Lopez is unhappy, and another 2 years left on his contract, but it doesn't sound like he wants to hang about. Only problem is, although both want to leave, and we would probably allow them to leave if we got the offer that was worthy of them. I mean, we've just knocked back an offer for Nico Williams, which was for 14 million and 4 million in instalments. It's nowhere near it's not even half of what we'd be looking for to let him go at this stage. So unless someone really steps up with some money, the two of them are probably still going to be at the club come the end of the transfer window. We're going to our first big game of the season, second game of the season. We're playing against Atletico Madrid home. We were victorious on the opening day against Zaragoza 1-0. John Guerrero was outstanding. Created quite a few chances for Unai Ribeiro, who only managed to take one of them. But we got the victory, kept a clean sheet, kept it tight at the back. It's all that we really could ask for. We were missing Hugo Guillamon through suspension as well, so he'll come back in for this Atletico game. And then hopefully we can go on and do something here. So we're going into the game. Alvaro Fernandez in goal. Back four of Guillamon, Vivian, Lenormand and Javi Lopez. Because no one's come back in for him yet. Sanset and Marino in front of them, with Uregi, Guerrero, Serrano and Unai Ribeiro up front. And hopefully we can get off to a decent start. Obviously, in recent seasons, Pedro Goncalves and Kubo have caused some serious problems, as has Nicholas Jackson, who's on the bench. So hopefully he doesn't come on, but hopefully we get off to a decent start and we can keep it tight. All right, Guillamon with the throw, Uregi, Guillamon's cross. I'm not quite sure how that popped up for Nico Serrano, but we'll take it. Flick off the defender. Guillamon, the Uregi, back to Guillamon, takes his touch, swings the ball in. Defender didn't seem to know whether to head it or kick it, and it just looped up for Serrano to nod past the keeper. Good start. It seems a very, very boring game. Not much happening. I mean, the only shot on target is the goal so far. John Guerrero with the corner. Lenormand flicks on at the near post. and doubles the lead. In swings to the near post. Norman just flicks it. No one on the far post. That's 2-0. Right, Javi Lopez with a throw. Julian John Guerrero to Sunset. And it's gone straight through to the keeper. But Serrano's nicked it back. Ribeiro to Uregi. Oh, that should have been 3. I think you've got to say we've got to be happy with that. 2-0 up at half time. We've really restricted them so much that we haven't even seen a highlight from them. Just need more of that in the second half. We nearly gave the ball away there in a stupid position. Right, Javi Lopez striding forward. Oh, that would have been a great goal. Definitely take that. In terms of chances, pretty comfortable victory that. We possibly could have nicked another one at the start of the second half when we put them under pressure. But apart from those 2 highlights where we dallied on the ball in the corner, they really didn't look a threat at all. So back-to-back victories to start the season, back-to-back clean sheets. Brilliant stuff. We're now approaching the end of September, and we've had a pretty decent start to the season. We're unbeaten so far in the league. Champions League, probably the less said about that, the better. We're going to end September with a game away at Sevilla. So the game immediately after the Atletico game, we went away to Cadiz, another game where we dominated possession and created chances. We probably should have taken more than we actually did, but we were able to get off to a fairly decent start. We were 2-0 up after 24 minutes, and at that point we never looked like throwing the game away. We then went away to Getafe and probably should have won the game, but again we didn't really take the chances, particularly in the towards half time. We had a few chances we didn't take. They scored just after half time and we were chasing the game from that point on, and we somehow managed to get a injury time equaliser with a Ella Normand's header from a Daniel Rodriguez corner to even secure the point, but at least it kept us undefeated. And then the Champions League, we started away at Tottenham, and the XG and the stats don't really tell the full story of the game. We just ran into, it looked a dodgy penalty to start with for them to go 1-0 up, but then we ran into Nkunku on a unplayable day, and ended up losing 5-1. Less said about that, the better. Forget about it and move on, I think was the basic gist. And then we bounced back with a 1-0 victory against Almeria. Again, we didn't take the chances that we should have done, but we were able to get a goal early on in the second half. Nico Serrano put it on a plate for Ribeiro to tap into an empty net 3 yards from goal. But really, we should have scored more. But at the same time, it's another game where we were really not in any real threat of conceding. So hopefully we can keep that going in the league at least. And this game against Sevilla, they've not done brilliantly in the last couple of seasons, but you never know whether they're going to turn up on the day or not. As far as the league's concerned, we're currently sat in 5th place. There's 4 teams level on 13 points, all have won 4 and drawn 1. Real Madrid obviously have won every game as they usually do at this stage, and they're top of the table. So we're in a decent position. We just need to keep it tight, and we need to take some more of these chances going forward. So going into the Sevilla game, you'll see that there is no Nico Williams in the matchday squad, and that's because the day before transfer deadline day, he handed in a transfer request. Only one club came in with an offer that was anywhere near what we were looking for, and he left for 40 million to Leicester City. He hadn't actually started any of the games before the deadline. We'd been playing Nico Serrano from that left-hand side, so it hasn't resulted in a big disruption to the team. It just means we've got one less quality option off the bench. Right, Nico Serrano's nicked the ball back. Marino to Uregi. Lovely ball, lovely finish, and a good job that Unai Ribeiro didn't go for it because he was about 3 yards offside. Got there before the keeper and poked it past him. Oh, nicked it back off Solbakken again. And then we've given it away. What a ball. Julian John Guerrero's playing at least one of those kind of balls every game. Just giving the centre halves no chance to get into it. Ribeiro gets there first. This time he's tucked it away. Previous games he's wasted some chances that he should have scored. Like Marino got his head there. We just didn't reset after we cleared the ball. Guillamon got pulled out of position there. We've got to do better than that. Started so well, but once the goal line scramble after that free kick, they've taken over and dominated the game since then. Right, so we start in the second half with some changes on the left hand side. We brought on Montero and we brought on Maturana. Right, Maturana's immediately into the game. And set Guillamon. Brilliant reaction, just exactly what we needed. Maturana brought the ball clear of the Sevilla defence, and then we spread the ball to Guillamon, and Uregi finish as well. Right, we need to get ahead on this one and then pick up the second ball. Oh. It's a hard one to take. I mean, it was probably the fair result when you look at all the match stats. We threw that game away. We were in complete control, and then we've just committed errors for basically all of their goals. But at least we're still unbeaten. And that's the end of this episode. Join us next time to see how long we can keep this unbeaten run going and see whether we can get our Champions League campaign back on track. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.